guys, Ange here, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. This is going to be a video on my favourite blush formulations or brands that do blushes. One of my favourite blushes was something that I sort of fell upon as I brought something else. The Very Height palette that Becca collaborated with Jaclyn Hill, who is a very famous YouTuber slash beauty guru. Now, I fell upon the blushes when they were in this fabulous palette that was brought out mainly for the hype of the highlighters. Now, we had Prosecco Pop, and the one that Jaclyn Hill did do a lot of work to produce with Becca was Champagne Pop. Now, these came out as limited edition. Funnily enough, now they are permanent in the Becca range of cosmetics. Now, in this palette was where I discovered my love for their blushes. We have Pamplemousse, a mineral blush, which is a matte finish. We have Amaretto, which is a mineral blush matte finish, and Rose Spritz, which was a limited edition, and a luminous finish, which is the finish that I absolutely adore because it has a wee bit of a glow to it. Now, the reason I love these blushes is that I have combination more oily skin, and blush is the first colour of my makeup to disappear by halfway through the day, and I really appreciate formulas that when I get home from a day at work that I still have a flush of colour on my cheeks and it hasn't faded away to nothing. Becca blushes are definitely one of those brands. Now, after trying them in this beautiful palette, I bought another palette which I believe is still available. Now, this is a fantastic palette to give you into the entry of Becca blushes. Now, this is called the Blushed with Light Trio palette. Now, I really like this palette. It gives you a good cross-section for a year-round colour. You have Snapdragon, which is a luminous blush, which is great for spring summer for a pop of colour. You have Songbird, which is more of a bronzy colour, which would be great for a bronze look for summer. And then we have Wisteria, which is a pinkish, very nudie pink colour, which would be great for winter. So if you're wanting to try out the palettes, the blushes, this is a great way to go, and if I can find it online I will leave a link below. After discovering Becca, I tried another palette. Now, Hourglass have some beautiful products in their range. I did try their Ambient powders, which are finishing powders. Now, they're loved by a lot of people. I tried them. They weren't for me because I'm quite conscious of my oily combination skin, and I found that the Ambient powders gave me a bit of a glow that made me uncomfortable, making me feel like I was more shiny than what you would say was glowy. Now, most people do love that look because it does give you a beautiful finish to your skin. It just wasn't for me. They're also fantastic for setting under the eyes, for not giving you that cakey look. So if you are interested, you can try the Ambient powders as well. But what I did purchase was this limited edition palette, which I believe is still available. I will leave links below. And this is the Strobe Lighting Blush Palette by Hourglass. These I absolutely love. Now, they have a little bit of shimmer to them. Well, not shimmer, but they have a glow to them, which I love because I think it makes me look healthy. So we have three colours. We have Incandescent Electra, Brilliant Nude, and Euphoric Fusion. So we have a pinky colour, a neutral colour, and a peachy colour. Another great way to try these out. Now, they are a combination of their strobe powders, which were brought out as highlighters and a blush. Now, you can also get the Ambient blushes, which I have ordered and got a couple coming on their way, because they won't be as glowy on the skin, but apparently are amazing for giving you just a healthy glow, nothing too shimmery, nothing too glowy. So I will feedback on that via my blog. Highly recommend these. Once again, the colour is still on at the end of the day, and I'm very happy with that. Now, another range of blushes that I absolutely love are by Marc Jacobs. Now, I have done a blog post about these on my website, as I still believe the pricing is not correct on sephora.co.nz. These blushes are $42 US in the United States on sephora.com. I paid 39 New Zealand dollars for them. Now, really, they should have been around the $60, $70 mark. So $39 is extremely cheap. So if you take into account the exchange rate, they should have been between $60 and $70. I got them for $39. Now, what I love about these is that you can go as bright as you want. If you're wanting a bright colour, you stay with your brush here, or you can go here. I tend to swipe across. I have Flesh and Fantasy, which is a very, very popular. This is more the neutral. It's actually what I'm wearing today on my cheeks, so the swatch doesn't do justification to how it transpires on your cheeks. And then I got a beautiful pink version, which is Kinks and Kisses. Once again, these are more of a matte formula, so if you prefer a matte finish to your blushes, highly recommend those, especially at the price that you can get them on Sephora New Zealand at the moment. If you prefer a little bit of a glow, Hourglass, and definitely the Becca Luminous blushes. So they're my favourite formulations. They might what you would be calling in the higher end of makeup. Now, there are some other blushes which are extremely affordable, of which I have a few because I think for the price they are amazing. The most popular shade that I believe is touted on YouTube. Now, these are by Milani, a very affordable drugstore brand. This is Luminoso, made very popular by Nikki Tutorials. Most YouTubers or beauty gurus will have this in their stash of makeup. So that is Luminoso. This is Rose Dior, which is something I use in the summer because it's quite a bronzy, glowy with a bit of gold in it. Then we have Coralina when I want a bit of a pop of colour, a very beautiful spring colour. And then in the winter, this one gets used a lot because that's when I tend to wear my pinky colours, is Berry Amour. Now they come in a palette so you can see the colour through, and for travel you get a little blush, which I don't tend to use. I like my makeup brushes. So these are around $14 in New Zealand, very accessible. I will leave some links below of where you can get them, but if you are wanting to try some different affordable blushes, these are a great option. So my favourites are Marc Jacobs, Hourglass and Becca, and then for a more affordable options, definitely Milani. Hope you enjoyed that. If you do have any of those blushes or are interested in getting any of those blushes, please let me know down below. Please humour me and click the subscribe button. I'm not sure if it's over here or over there, but click the subscribe button. That would really help me out, and I would thoroughly appreciate it. And I will see you next time. See you later. Bye.